Elon Musk warns Bill Maher woke mind virus is existential threat to civilization. I at least think of myself as a moderate, Elon Musk said. This is what he explained to Bill Maher during an appearance Friday night on the comedian's HBO show, and despite being decried by all asunder as a far-right conservative operative, or some such hyperbole, Musk said, I spend a massive amount of my life energy building substantial energy, electric vehicles and batteries and solar. It's not exactly far-right. Musk made his opinion clear a year ago. He has not changed. The world has, he says. And somehow, in all this divisive BS, allowing free speech has become a virtue of the far right, the enablers of violence and fascists. He says free speech used to be a left or liberal value, and yet we see from the quote left a desire to actually censor, and that seems crazy. He says, I think we should be extremely concerned about anything that undermines the First Amendment, Musk explained. And explicitly, regarding his acquisition or changes made at Twitter, Musk said, my concern with Twitter was that it is something of a digital town square, and it's important that there be both the reality and perception of trust for a wide range of viewpoints. Maher responded that he does not tweet anymore because it's too easy to get canceled by a mob. He says, because you may not be the mayor of a tweet town now, and I'm glad. I like it that the mayor likes my jokes, but the reason I don't do it anymore is because the mob of mean girls is still there, and that has not changed. Like, it's too easy to get canceled, and I don't even know what gets them angered, but they're so nuts, these kids. He says, I feel like I'm walking on a roof with a blindfold. I could fall off any time. That was the most innocuous thing, but it's like, I said George Washington was a great president. Oh, how dare you, Maher continued. And you have to say, like, what does canceled mean? Yes, if people attack you on Twitter, that's one thing, but frankly, that's just going to increase engagement, so I would just ignore it, Musk replied, somewhat prosaically. And so Maher stepped up a little more. He said, you have talked about this woke mind virus in really apocalyptic terms, Maher asked Musk. I don't. You should explain why you don't think it's hyperbole to say things like it's pushing civilization towards suicide. First of all, what is the woke mind virus? And Musk replied, more clearly this time, and he explained, I think we need to be very cautious about anything that is anti-meritocratic and anything that results in the suppression of free speech. So those are two of the aspects of the woke mind virus that I think are very dangerous, is that it's often very anti-meritocratic and you can't question things. Even the questioning is bad. And Maher agreed and asked Musk where he thinks this woke mind virus originated from. And Musk replied, I was trying to figure out where it's coming from. I think it's actually been a long time brewing, and that is, I think it's been going on for a while. And the amount of indoctrination that's happening in schools and universities, I think, far beyond what parents realize, he says. And this is on Sirahedge, and you can see the video of that part of the interview. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.